Hey everyone, welcome back to Speak Better English, the podcast that helps you level up your English in ways that are simple, smart, and effective. I'm Emma.
And I'm Jake. Today we're diving deep into something that might be silently blocking your English fluency. Bad habits that you don't even realize are hurting your progress.
Yes, sometimes we focus so much on what we should do that we ignore what we should stop doing. And these habits, although they seem small, can make a huge difference over time.
Absolutely. And the best part is, once you identify them, you can fix them. So today, we're going to walk you through 5 of the most common bad habits we see in English learners and how to break free from them.
Let's start with habit number 1. Only consuming English, like watching shows, reading books, listening to podcasts, but never producing it.
This is a sneaky one because it feels productive. You think, I'm watching English movies every day, so I'm improving. And yes, your listening might be better, but speaking? Not really.
Right, it's like watching hours of cooking shows and expecting to become a chef.
Exactly. Watching doesn't replace doing. When you're just consuming, you're building recognition, but not recall. And speaking is all about recall. You have to find the words, form the sentence, and say it, in real time.
So what's a good way to transition from just consuming to producing?
Start small. After you finish watching something, summarize it out loud. Talk to yourself in English about your day. Join online speaking rooms. Even repeating sentences from the video can help. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be active.
So, consumption is the fuel, but you have to drive the car.
Exactly.
Moving on to habit number 2. Translating everything from your native language into English before speaking. I think almost everyone has done this at some point.
For sure, it's natural in the beginning. But if you stay in this habit, it becomes a huge obstacle. It slows down your speaking and often leads to awkward, unnatural sentences.
Can you give an example of how this causes problems?
Sure, let's say in your native language you say something like, I have 25 years. You translate it directly, and you say that in English. But in English, we say, I'm 25 years old. That's just one example, but the more you do this, the more confusing it gets.
So it's not just about speed, it affects clarity, too.
Absolutely. And it keeps you from truly thinking in English. And that's the goal. Fluency isn't just speaking English, it's thinking in English.
How do we start training our brains to think in English?
Start small. Use simple phrases. What time is it? I'm tired. Let's eat. Use visuals, not translations. And avoid using dictionaries that translate, use English to English ones instead. Your brain will slowly switch over.
Alright, this next one hits close to home for a lot of learners. Habit 3. Being obsessed with grammar.
I get it. Grammar is important, but it becomes a problem when learners refuse to speak until their sentence is perfect. That leads to overthinking and eventually, silence.
It's kind of like trying to play the piano perfectly on the first day.
Yes, fluency grows with practice, not perfection. Think about how native speakers talk. We make grammar mistakes all the time. And we still understand each other.
So how can learners let go of this perfectionism?
Give yourself permission to speak imperfect English. Focus on communication, not construction. Record yourself, listen back, and notice patterns, but don't let that fear stop you from trying.
Progress over perfection.
Exactly. Make grammar your tool, not your prison.
Habit number 4. Being afraid of making mistakes. This one is emotional, isn't it?
Very much. Many learners carry this fear because they don't want to look stupid or be corrected. Maybe someone laughed at them once. Maybe they were embarrassed in class. It leaves a mark.
And that fear stops them from using the language, even when they know what to say.
Exactly. But here's what I always tell my students. Mistakes are not proof of failure, they're proof of effort. No one becomes fluent without making hundreds of mistakes.
I love that. It's like falling when you're learning to ride a bike. You wouldn't stop trying after the first fall.
Right. And the more you speak, the more confident you become. You don't wait for confidence before you speak, you build it by speaking.
That's powerful. Speak scared, but speak.
Exactly.
Okay, last habit, inconsistent practice. This one is sneaky because life gets busy.
Oh yes. People say, I'll study when I have time, but that usually means never. Language needs repetition. The brain forgets quickly without regular contact.
So cramming once a week isn't enough?
Nope. Short, daily sessions are far better. Even 10 minutes a day keeps your brain warmed up. Fluency isn't built in marathons. It's built in sprints, done daily.
What do you recommend for people with super busy schedules?
Stack your English habit onto something you already do. Listen to a podcast while commuting. Talk to yourself while doing chores. Read a paragraph before bed. Make English a lifestyle, not a subject.
I love that. Make English part of your day, not just your study plan.
Exactly.
So, let's recap the 5 habits quickly. 1. Only consuming, not producing. 2. Translating everything. 3. Obsessing over grammar. 4. Fear of mistakes. 5. Inconsistent practice.
If you recognize even one of these in yourself, don't worry. That means you're now aware, and awareness is the first step to change.
Start by choosing just one habit to work on this week. Maybe you stop translating, or commit to 5 minutes of speaking daily.
Whatever it is, start small, stay consistent, and keep going. You're closer than you think.
Thanks for listening to Speak Better English. If this helped you, share it with a friend and follow our podcast for more real, practical advice.
And don't forget, mistakes mean progress. Keep speaking, keep growing. We'll see you next time.